Welcome to the Jurassic Encounter. I'm Dr. Jane Bone Diggity, a paleobiologist and one of your dino guides. Today, I'll be joined by Alfie, our talking pterodactyl, and Drake, our dino wrangler.
Do you see me? I'm right there on the tree. Make sure to wave. I don't see you waving.
G'day, Alfie. All of our dinosaurs at Paradise Ranch like to stay in groups. You are now entering the realm of the leaf eater.
Veggie lovers.
Vegans.
Non-meat eaters.
Yeah, they're called herbivores. Oh, and be sure to look high and low to see our new hatching eggs and babies.
Watch out ahead. There's baby Arnie and Mommy MC, the armored fused lizard, also known as the Ankylosaurus.
Did you know a T-Rex fossil was found with a broken leg that was shattered at about the same height as an Ankylosaurus tail? This suggests that the Ankylosaurus could fight off a T-Rex and possibly even win.
Sounds like hammer time.
We are now entering what we like to call the nursery. Bronte, our Brachiosaurus, is keeping watch over her nest. Oh, look closely. Some are actually hatching right now.
Bronte is a type of sauropod, which means long-necked dinosaurs. They could grow as tall as a 5-story building.
Like any good mommy, Bronte sometimes nudges her eggs to rearrange them in the nest and can often be heard humming a lullaby.
Now, can you tell me what you call a dinosaur with 3 horns? If you said Triceratops, you're on your way to becoming a junior paleontologist.
We call our rhinoceros-like Triceratops Trixie. Be sure to notice the rock-climbing twins, Mary Kate and Ashley.
That's a full house.
Now, Trixie is an adolescent dinosaur, but she'll grow up to 30 feet long, about the size of an African elephant.
Another sauropod is Marcia.
Marcia.
Our Apatosaurus and her baby Cindy. These dinos were some of the biggest animals ever to walk the earth, and they had a thin tail that would whip back and forth, making a sonic boom.
So she would whip it.
Good.
Who could name the dinosaur here covered in plates? If you said Stegosaurus, you're right. Meet Ward, June, and baby Thea.
They got big plates and they cannot lie.
The Stegosaurus also had a set of spikes called a thagomizer on its tail, which they would swing much like a cleaver to defend itself from predators.
Get it? Leave it to Cleaver.
Ooh, everyone be very quiet. It looks like Australia's favorite Muttaburrasaurus Crush is doing his favorite activity, napping.
Listen closely and you can hear him dino snore. Ooh, I got this one. Welcome to the duck-billed duck-billed dinosaur.
That's right, Alfie. This is Lena, a Parasaurolophus. It's one of the few dinosaurs where we know what they might have sounded like.
Paleontologists discovered that there were tubes inside their head, going back and forth between the nasal passage and the throat, which would have made a horn-like sound.
So honk your horn now if you love dinosaurs. Whoa, look at the volcano. Maybe that had something to do with their extinction.
Please pause your audio tour until after you've reached the boneyard.
Welcome to the boneyard. Did you ever wonder what life was like on Earth millions of years ago? Paleontology is a field of science that tries to answer that question. And a paleontologist mixes the skills of a scientist, historian, and detective.
Like Sherlock Holmes?
Kind of. A paleontologist tries to figure out where living organisms came from, what happened to them, what their environment was like, what they ate, and who their friends or enemies were. Here's an example of a paleontological field camp, and examples of some of the fossils they might find.
No, that's like Dora the Explorer.
Actually, Dora would have been considered an archaeologist, which studied the remains of human history and civilizations, while a paleontologist like Dr. Bone Diggity studies the remains of all past animals, including dinosaurs, plants, and even microscopic bacteria.
We also look at how dinosaurs relate to each other, like Hulk the T-Rex and Thor the Triceratops here.
In the wild, they would have been enemies, but on Paradise Ranch, they wrestle each other to see who's the strongest. Can you guess the number of bones Samson, our T-Rex fossil, has? You would be correct to say he has probably about 200 bones, roughly the same as you and me.
Now, Samson believes he's the largest Tyrannosaurus rex fossil ever discovered. But don't tell him. The largest T-Rex fossil is a big boy named Scotty that is 42 feet long and weighed a massive 19,555 pounds.
That's about 6 Uber cars.
Outside your vehicle is where we keep Vinny, or Venifear.
He's hanging with his cousin.
Vinny likes to think his fancy frill and venom-spitting ability makes him a new species of dinosaur in the Dilophosaurus family. Unfortunately, the movies and toys that this idea came from used what we call artistic license.
Yep, they just plain made it up. I bet I know what kind of music Brontosaurus listened to. Rock music.
Actually, these sauropods swallowed small rocks called gastroliths, which would roll around in their stomachs to help them grind up their food.
Wait, so that makes them the first rock and rollers?
This creature here is the magical Plesiosaurus.
Can this dinosaur cast a Leviosa?
No, and it's Leviosa. Plesiosaurus were not a dinosaur, but a reptile that lived in the ocean at the same time as the dinosaurs.
Styracosaurus. Styracosaurus. That's fun to say.
Speaking of fun, here is Dino the Plateosaurus and Scooby and Scrappy the Jabarias. They are prosauropods, early relatives of Bronte, Lena, and other long-necked dinosaurs.
Yep.
Both of the dinosaurs could walk on 2 or 4 legs, which makes it easier to teach Scooby, Scrappy, and Dino tricks.
Sit. Now roll over.
Here's our oldest fella, Methuselah, a Dimetrodon and his fossil family.
That dino's older than dirt.
Technically, he's not a dinosaur, and was actually closer to being a mammal that lived 50 million years before the first dinosaur even showed up.
No, Dr. Bone Diggity, can poop be fossilized?
Yep. Fossils of poop are called coprolites, and they can tell us what a creature ate. That, along with fossilized teeth, can tell us which dinosaurs were herbivores, carnivores, or omnivores.
What's an omnivore?
They ate both plants and meat. You could say it was the original paleo diet. I thought that was humorous. Get it? Boneyard?
You might want to pause the audio now.
Not again! Big Macintosh, Big Mac for short, the plant-eating Omegasaurus is out of his area. He keeps wandering over to the carnivores.
He better go home or he might become a Big Mac.
Yeah, because we are now entering the land of the meat eaters.
The Atkins area.
Fans of fillets.
Yeah, they put Tricera toppings on their pizzas.
Okay, boys. Properly known as carnivores.
Aw, look at the baby T-Rex. T-Rexi.
Yeah, that's Pebbles and Bam Bam. They were recently named by our Jurassic Encounter fans, and of course we can't forget Mommy Christine.
Christine is a Tyrannosaurus rex, also known as the Tyrant Lizard King.
Or in her case, Lizard Queen.
Well, she certainly is a fan favorite. She has such a powerful bite, she can crush the bones of prey, or even tear the roof off a car.
Oh, and did you know since the T-Rex had very short arms, they couldn't brush their teeth? They had to use a Flossiraptor.
You better hold on to your wallets here, folks. We are now passing the Speedy Thief and Terrible Claw, whom we affectionately call Charlie B and Sky Blue. These two pals love shiny things and have a very short attention span.
Charlie the Deinonychus and Sky the Velociraptor are the most bird-like dinosaurs. And it's suspected that they had feathers rather than reptilian scales.
Does that mean they're related to me?
No, because you aren't really a bird.
I'm not?
Maybe a bird brain.
Drake. But we'll explain that later. This little guy is Wasabi, a Guanlong Wukai. He's an early tyrannosaur discovered 160 million years ago in China.
That's cool. Why'd you name him Wasabi?
He stole my sashimi. Look, here we have Dylan the Dilophosaurus, the double-crested lizard. Remember, you met his cousin Vinny in the boneyard.
The Dilophosaurus were believed to roam in packs and may have been a fish eater.
Speaking of fish, the only living aquatic reptile we brought from Paradise Ranch is our kale-loving gentle giant dory, the Ichthyosaurus.
Just keep swimming.
The Ichthyosaurus are more similar to a dolphin and were not dinosaurs. They were air-breathing, warm-blooded, and bore live young.
Hey, look, there's my grandma.
No, Alfie, that's Patty and her babies York and Peppermint. They're pteranodons. You're a pterodactyl.
What's the difference?
Well, the main difference is They don't have teeth, and you do. Oh, and circling back around, modern birds didn't descend from pterosaurs. They were more closely related to velociraptors.
Uh-oh, here they come. Watch out. The man-eaters hauling oats.
The Allosaurus runs neck and neck with the T-Rex as the Jurassic era's mightiest carnivore. Our toddlers here, hauling oats, will grow up to 33 feet in length and height, about the size of a school bus.
Oh, look at the cute little copies. Can I pet them?
Oh, I don't know that you should, Alfie, because big and ferocious things come in small packages. These Compsognathus are pranksters and great friends that hunt in packs and use misdirection to distract their prey.
That's true for all compies: Sal, Q, Joe, and Murray, and Bob. They are highly intelligent and humorous except for Bob. He's the serious one.
Oh, is it a bird?
Nope,
Is it a plane?
it could grow to that size.
Is it Superman?
Well, his name is Clock, and he can fly.
It's a Quetzalcoatlus.
You are right. The Quetzalcoatlus is the largest flying animal to ever take to the sky.
Here's another example of artistic license. Our Indominus Rex Dallas. He loves scary movies and eating barrels full of popcorn.
This dinosaur was invented for and by the movies. The hybrid lab-grown dinosaur could roar as loud as a Boeing 747 airplane.
Look at those two. They're in timeout.
Alfie, be nice.
What'd they do?
They tore all the packaging at the merch tent.
So they're gift raptors.
Yell out the name of the next dinosaur with the sail on its back. Did you say Spinosaurus? This is Sailor, the Spinosaurus, and likes long walks by the lake, and he's a Ford pescatarian.
A Ford pescatarian?
Yeah, he basically eats fish the size of Ford trucks.
That is a true fact. We've learned more about the Spinosaurus in the last 20 years than we had in the last century.
And here's one of the most dangerous meat eaters ever discovered. Presenting our colossal Carnotaurus asada. He loves Tabasco, fajitas, leather, and anything with spikes.
The Carnotaurus, also known as meat-eating bull, has arms smaller than a T-Rex. They were practically wrist. Some paleontologists thought the tiny arms may have been used in tickle fights.
Hey, who's that handsome pterodactyl?
That's you, Alfie.
I thought he looked familiar.
And it looks like we reached the end of the Jurassic Encounter. We hope you had a fun, educational, and entertaining time. We know we sure did.
Be sure to take a gander at the dynamite deals at a Dino Emporium.
Don't forget to tell your friends you had a roaring good time. And be sure to pick up a souvenir or 5 up ahead.
Hey, Dr. Bone Diggity, how about everyone gives their best goodbye roar on 3? 1, 2, 3.